Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum to Bitcoin. I think this is a really good chart to pay attention to see whether Ethereum's doing good or Bitcoin's doing good. We're looking at this flag pattern and it looks like it might be testing the bottom. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we're zoomed out right now. We're on the weekly time frame. What I want to show you, actually I guess let's go to the daily time frame. What I want to show you are these red lines. We have the top right here, a top right here, and a top right here. I put red horizontal lines to kind of keep a lookout for these levels for resistance. And we had a big downtrend going down like this, and then we started going sideways. We got a breakout pretty much when we were going sideways to the upside right here. Ever since then, we've been going on an uptrend. We have support right here and support right here. Well, we actually had another uptrend going right here, and we kind of broke that going to the downside right there. We kind of came down, found support, and ever since then we've been getting support, heading back to the upside. What I was watching is this trend line right there. We broke that going to the downside. In general, when this chart is trending down, that's good for Bitcoin. If we're trending down, that's good for Bitcoin. And when we're trending up, that's good for Ethereum. Right now, what I'm watching is we have resistance, resistance, resistance. We're basically in a downtrend right now, which is good for Bitcoin. Until we break this downtrend going to the upside, this is going to be good for Bitcoin. But once we do break this trend going to the upside, then that's when we're going to start wanting to watch Ethereum, or when we can start getting a little more bullish, or when we might just see a big move for Ethereum. Because in general, when this chart is moving up, that means that the Bitcoin money is flowing into Ethereum. What I had been watching though is we have support right here, and support right here. Let's do a trend line going across, maybe something like that. What I wanted to show you guys is it looks like we're coming into contact right now, or it looks like we're right about to test this support line right here. It's possible that we're forming some sort of flag pattern. I don't know if I love this pattern because it's kind of like the dimensions are a little bit, I don't know, it might be a flag pattern. Let's kind of delete some of these lines and make it a little bit more clean. We have a top, something like that, and we have a bottom, something like that. We had a big run up like this, and now we have consolidation. So that's what I'm kind of wondering, are we in a big flag pattern and we're just waiting to break to the upside or to the downside? If we break to the downside, then this pattern is kind of, I'm not going to be looking at it, but if we hold support right here and start moving back up, I think that's going to be good for Ethereum. We'll be breaking this trend line right here. I think that's another thing. We'll watch this trend line going to the downside. If we could break that going up, that's going to be good for Ethereum. And if we could break out of this pattern with some volume, I think that's going to be very good for Ethereum. I've been watching this flag pattern. I thought it was a pennant pattern earlier, but I know we do have a big run up right here, and I've been kind of targeting from the top to the bottom right here, and basically just waiting for a breakout to the upside of this top trend line. If we drag this to this trend line up here, it starts to bring us up to this previous red line over here, which like I talked about, it's one of the previous tops. It seems like we're in these levels, and I think if we could break out of this first red level right here, then we'll be targeting this next one. I don't know, this pattern looks pretty interesting, and we have had like a nice little, it started off a nice steady uptrend, and then it got a little more steep, went just pretty much parabolic at this state right there, and then now we're getting a little more sideways action. Like I said, I'm super curious if we can break this downtrend right here. We formed a downtrend. Let's see if we can break that to the upside. I think if we do, then we'll see a big move for Ethereum. If we break this trend line going to the downside, I'll be looking at previous support levels. I mean, maybe we can look right here. If not, I'll be maybe watching this trend line down here possibly. This could be, if we're going down, if let's say this chart goes down, this could be just possibly good for Bitcoin. It could be the big move for Bitcoin that we've been waiting for. Technically, we are in a downtrend still, so until we break this downtrend going to the upside, then we're gonna want to be careful. But in general, like I've been talking, like I was saying, we got support. Let's see if we can hold support on there, and if we can break this trend line going to the upside, that'll be good for Ethereum, at least compared to Bitcoin, which is a good pairing to watch in my opinion. Alright, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button.